The gentlewoman's time has expired. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Joyce, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to address the House and ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
Madam Speaker, since the founding of our nation, American farms have been at the bedrock of our economy. Our farmers, our growers, and ranchers produce the dairy, wheat, corn, apples, and peaches that we have relied on for generations to feed our families, our neighbors, and the world. There are over 52,000 farms across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the struggles that affect them affect each and every one of us. Right now, our farmers are facing so many difficult challenges. The cost to run a farm is estimated to grow by nearly 7% next year. And to make matters even worse, the cost of fertilizer has already risen by over 50% in the past 12 months. And now the Biden administration is preparing to implement new taxes on fertilizer imports from overseas. Now is not the time to tax our farmers even more. President Biden cannot use our growers and producers to pay for his out-of-control budget. We need to ensure that our farmers have the resources that they need to continue producing the food that each of us rely on every day. We need to make sure that they have the fertilizers, the grain, the seeds that it takes to work a farm, to tend an orchard. American farmers feed the world. It's time to stop imposing new and crippling taxes on our hardworking farmers. It's time to let them get back to work and feeding all of us. Thank you. Madam Speaker, on Monday, President Biden laid out his budget for the coming year. A budget that contains $73 trillion in spending, $58 trillion in taxes, and over $16 trillion in debt. When he unveiled this far-left spending proposal, President Biden said that a budget is a statement of values. However, by failing to mention our border security, by tacking on billions of dollars for environmental justice, and by stripping out the Hyde Amendment, President Biden has delivered to the American people a budget that does not share our values. We need a budget that protects the border. We need a budget that stops the flow of illegal drugs like fentanyl into our communities. We need a budget that promotes American energy in the face of egregious Russian aggression. And we need a budget that defends all human life. We don't need this socialist spending spree. We don't need $58 trillion in taxes. And we certainly do not need $16 trillion in new debt that mortgages the future of our children. Thank you, and I yield.